Carbon tax. It's one of the new taxes that the Julia Gillard government has been trying to market to the people of Australia. But this video is not meant to cover just the carbon tax, but it's about the taxes in general and why we are being made to pay such heavy taxes. About 20 years ago, the salaries of working people were better because everything was not private and there were a lot of small businesses. And the taxes were not as heavy as they are now. But then why are the taxes heavy now? And why does the government need another tax in the guise of carbon tax? Will it actually benefit the environment? I don't think so. All the development works that a government carries out, like say building roads or repairing roads or repairing water works or any infrastructural development that government does, or running of day-to-day government affairs or paying salaries to people working in government sector, all that is carried out with the money which is collected as taxes. Just because it's government doesn't mean that government can print as much money as it wants to and then use it. Zimbabwe government tried to do that. Robert Mugabe from Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwean president, tried to do that, and look what happened with their currency and what happened with the Zimbabwe economy. That's the best example to give you. So the thing is that the government cannot print as much money as it wants to. The only source of money, income that government has is taxes. But that's the truth today. 2 decades ago, that wasn't the case. 2 decades ago, there were scores of departments which were under direct government control. Transport department is one such example. Then we all go to service essay to get our licenses renewed and everything. That has now been leased to private organizations, while it used to be 100% government-owned entity at one time. Now what has happened? All those departments which were privatized, before they were privatized, all the income those private departments generated, those government departments generated, all that income went into the government kitty. The government had its own sources of income and it didn't need these heavy taxes. But what happened? The businessmen gave politicians money, and the politicians has hid that money in Swiss banks and German banks and other foreign banks, and they are wealthy people because they have cheated Aussie people. They have taken money, they are corrupt. They took money from businessmen and privatized everything. That is the truth about privatization. And what has happened? The money that service essay is making, it may be saying that we are collecting that money and sending to the government, but the truth is they are running a department for the government, not because they are into social work. They are private bodies who are making money. And how are they making money? Take the example of service essay. Doesn't matter how many service essay offices are there in Australia, in South Australia. All those offices need the same people who are working today to do all that work, all that reissuing of licenses and everything. The service essay will still need the same number of people that are working today to keep that organization running. But other than paying those employees the salaries and the cost of producing licenses and other stuff, the money which is going into the bank accounts of private people who own the organizations that run those departments for the government, that money will be saved and that money will go into the government kitty. And who doesn't know that businessmen have a habit of cheating government on taxes by showing miscellaneous expenses as this expenditure, as this loss, as that loss, and we need money for this everything, we need money for that thing. They cheat government out of more money, and that money is the money we pay as taxes. That is the truth about privatization. The government needs higher taxes today because it still needs the same money to do all the work that it used to do 2 decades ago. But the government does not have any avenues of its own to make that money. All the departments it used to have, it has privatized most of them, and it has lost its own source of income. The only source of income that your government is left with now is taxing people like you and me. That's why we are paying so many such high taxes, and that's why the present government wants another tax. That is the truth about taxes. But I cannot change it for you. As I mentioned in my video about the mining industry, I can only tell you people what's wrong and what needs to be done. But I cannot do it for the Aussies, even though I'm an Aussie. But I cannot do it because I wasn't born over here. I wasn't brought up over here. So I have no right to bring that change for you. You people will have to get up and bring that change. And I promise you, I'm going to bring the same change back in India, which is my motherland. Australia is my homeland, India is my motherland. Both are equally important to me, both have the same place in my heart. And I want to fix everything that's wrong with both India and Australia. I leave Australia with you and I'll take care of India. But I will tell you what's wrong and what needs to be done. Rest is up to you guys. Thanks for watching.